Hello everyone and thank you for being here. So I am presenting KS Potash, a legal and contractual risk management. As the company expands globally, especially in India, Brazil and Africa, it faces significant legal and commercial risk that must be managed carefully. So I will walk you through the risk and our proposed solutions, beginning with environmental and indigenous right risk. So the first one is environmental liability risk. So it is a serious risk for mining and resource-based companies. So pollution, non-compliance, or environmental harm can lead to fines, long-term shutdowns, and reputational damage. To mitigate this, KS should implement a strong environmental management system, EMS, perform weekly compliance audit to ensure that we are following the regulations and secure environmental liability insurance, and establish clear emergency protocols to deal with accidents. These show that we are committed for being environmentally sustainable and environmentally responsible. So the next one is indigenous rights risk. So in Canada, failing to consult indigenous communities can delay entire projects. Legal obligations require companies to work collaboratively with indigenous groups. So K should sign impact benefit with indigenous groups, maintain consultation, and get their involvement in with indigenous populations. So this isn't a legal necessity, but it helps us building a trust and avoid conflicts and ensures long-term cooperations with local communities. Now I'll hand it to Surya to talk more about risk in global operations and logistics.
Thank you, Rishi. So coming to the fourth slide, which is transport and logistic risk. So let's explore the risk in global operations and logistics. Transportation and logistics risk involve delivery delays, labor strikes, or other disruptions that affect the production movement, especially when exporting to a distant market. This reduces the partners with multiple logistics providers so that operations aren't dependent on a single company. They include the force majors clauses in all logistic contracts. These clauses protect the company uncontrollable from uncontrollable events like such as pandemics or natural disasters. Uh, that's to prevent delivery. This makes company supply chain more resilient and adaptable. The next slide, which is export control and trade compliance risk. Here, if the K plus S violates export regulation, it may face custom delays, fines, or even blocked shipments. To avoid this, appoint a trade compliance officer to oversee export procedures. And the next one is to keep an accurate export documentation and monitor changes in trade law. These steps ensure that the company stays compliant in all international markets and avoids legal penalties. Coming to the sixth slide, which is dispute resolution risk. So another critical issue is dispute resolution in international contracts. Cross-border disagreements are expensive and complex due to the different legal systems. We recommend including an arbitration clause in the contracts using globally recognized standards, choosing a neutral arbitration location, and clearly defining the governing law in every agreement. This gives both the parties confidence in a fair process if a dispute rises and to avoid lengthy court battles. Now I hand off to Anjana. She'll be continuing.
Thank you, Surya. The next risk is currency and payment risk. Since K plus S Potash deals with international clients, fluctuations in currency rates and late payments can impact our revenue. To control this, we will use hedging instruments to guard against currency volatility and also require partial advance payments in contracts, and also we request payment in Canadian dollars, and we will use adjustment clauses for fluctuations if it is necessary, and this approach ensures stable cash flow and protects the company from financial losses. Next slide, please. Now I would like to conclude this presentation. In conclusion, K plus S Potash Canada must actively manage these legal and contractual risks to protect its operations and enable global expansion. Whether it's environmental responsibility, trade compliance, or payment security, the key is to be proactive, putting safeguards in place before issues arises. And also this strategy supports not only risk reduction but also long-term sustainability and stakeholder trust. Thank you.